Okay. So this is episode 1 for like the 100th time.
It would be episode 100 if we could get all the failures in it. All the times we
I should
fucked
do
up.
I should edit like some bloopers in there.
Nah.
Just kidding. Okay, so this is episode 1 of our podcast. We finally did it. It took us so long to set up and wait for our stuff too. Like, for example, the lights, the 2 chairs from IKEA, by the way, beautiful, comfy too. And microphones, and then boom arms. Boom arms? That's what you said? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. But these arms right here to be more comfy. So,
Yep.
hmm And which I'm going to move and might hear a little bit of noise. Oh, no, you didn't.
Make it
You're
comfortable
silent.
already because you keep moving it.
I know I dare. This is comfortable. Sorry guys. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Is it better?
Yeah, way better. So from LA to San Francisco.
So San Francisco.
You wish it was
Yes,
San Francisco.
Yeah,
From
I do.
LA to Sacramento. From LA to Sacramento. That's a huge change, I'm going to say. You know, from being crazy, all locals partying it up
It's a
in the
change. I don't
city.
know about huge. You think it was a huge change?
I think it was a huge change. I think it was
I
huge.
think maybe like lifestyle wise here,
Mm-hmm.
not really.
Mm-hmm.
The way it affected our lifestyle, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean everybody there is pretty like the same and not.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like people talk a little bit differently, but they're still, they're still going out, they're doing stuff, but they're from here, so they know where to go. They kick it with their friends.
Yeah, I agree.
But we don't really do anything because we don't know anyone. We have gone out and stuff, but it's not like when we lived in LA. Even if we didn't really do anything, we were seeing people, we were seeing our friends, we were
Mhm.
seeing our family, and we're going over to visit. All
Yeah.
that just changed.
Yeah, and I think the reason why I say big change is because we went from being around our family, friends, partying all the time to just us two, like, settle down, calm, slow life now.
I mean, I don't know about settled down. We're not settled down, but
What I mean, not settle down, but I mean more like, I don't know, like it's just us
it's
two.
just calm here. That's
Yeah.
all.
So, I mean, I think that's the reason why for me it was kind of like, ooh, a big change.
Yeah.
Because I went from doing something every weekend and I knew my routine on it to shoot, like, what do I do this weekend? Okay, we'll just
Yeah.
watch
Honestly,
TV
I don't
or
even feel the
movies.
weekends. I don't know about you. Like sometimes I'll hear my friends, my coworkers saying like, "Oh, it's Friday today," and like
Mhm.
to me, I never since we moved here, it's hard for me to say that I remember saying like, "Oh, it's Friday today, babe. Like we should do." Like it's never been like that.
Yeah, I felt that. I felt like when you're going through your days and you're like, today's Saturday?
Yeah,
Or like today's Friday?
like sometimes you're working on that Saturday or Friday,
Yeah.
and it just feels normal. And then plus we don't really do anything like we did over there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like, oh, the weekend.
True.
It's just another day. I worked on a Saturday, came home. Sometimes we do something like whether it's we do a little carne asada outside.
Just us two,
Just
yeah.
us two, a
True.
little 6-pack.
Yeah.
But nothing crazy. I honestly I don't want to make it like I don't want to make it sound like we got boring or anything because we've gone out like with coworkers and stuff here and
We
there.
have. Mm-hmm.
And obviously we go to LA every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
So and we do stuff over there. Whether sometimes we've like hung out with friends, sometimes just us two. We stay kind of low key and we go out.
Yeah.
But I mean we're still doing shit. It's just over here not as much, not even close to as much.
No, yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
here we're more calm.
More like, oh, we're gonna wake up, drive to San Francisco, and like get some breakfast at like
Yeah. I feel like our
Tartini.
scene has changed.
Yeah.
Like even today we woke up and we're like, let's go get coffee and walk around the park, you know.
Yeah, there was some old guys playing baseball or
It was
softball.
so fun.
It was funny as fuck.
Yeah, it was fun watching them.
Yeah,
It's
because they were
crazy.
funny.
Yeah, and because it's crazy, like,
Yeah,
dude.
they weren't playing like they were old dudes either.
Oh
They
no.
were like still
Yeah.
running, like they look good. I hope I look like that when I'm old,
I
like still be able to move and like,
mhm.
dude, the guy that like you were like, oh shit, he threw himself
He
to catch the
literally
ball,
slid.
like
He was an outsider.
outsider.
I'm
Oh my
sorry. He
god,
was
damn.
outfield. He was right outfielder, and he just slid like nothing and just swiped that ball up. I was like, wow, he's
Yeah,
good. He's really
yeah,
good.
but I
I
mean,
would have been
I
like, oh,
like
my
that.
back.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Mhm.
cool to like reach that age and still
Be
be
able
able
to
to
move like
be
that.
active like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, our lifestyle did change.
It did.
Nothing crazy. I think it was something that we like slowly grew into.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't want to. I don't know if I don't want to say. I think it'd be wrong to say that I settled into it. Like, okay, I accept it,
Mm-hmm.
because I never felt that. It was just more like I would tell you, and I think you felt the same way too. But you were more like, because we moved here more because of you.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe you felt more like on a mission, like I'm here for this time, because you said that before moving here and all that. Like you would say like, I want to move out there maybe 3 4 years and then come back,
Yeah.
and because obviously you're here for school
Mm-hmm.
and all that. And for me, when we first got here, it was more. I don't know if you felt the same again, but um, I remember I would say like, there's just I just can't, like, I don't, I miss LA like a lot, you know.
Yeah. Um, how can I say this? It's weird now though because like I know I said like, oh, I just want to come here and get my stuff together and just go back to LA right away, you know. But like honestly, like Sacramento has like grown in me. Like I like especially like their homes, like every community where there's like beautiful homes has a park. And I'm just like, "Oh my God, like I mean, you can find that in LA, but not in LA,
Yeah,
LA.
it
You
won't be
have
in
to
LA.
drive, you know?
Yeah,
And here it's like it's green. I love the winter here. It actually rains. It's not just
and it's fucking cold.
yeah, like it actually rains. It's not like over there like, oh, it's gonna rain and never rains and it's winter.
Yeah,
I love that. Summer, I mean summer here it can be a little hectic
I
just
mean
because
it's the
it's
same as over
hot
there.
as
It's
heck.
hot.
Yeah, but I mean it's beautiful. I like it. I really like Sacramento traffic.
Not
Like
even
rarely,
close.
you know. Um you get from point A to point B fast, you know. And if you're gonna drive, let's say for example, an hour drive, it's gonna be
An hour
an hour
drive. Yeah,
drive,
not
not
stuck in traffic.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I
like over there,
mean,
you'll drive to like Santa Monica, or and you'll do an hour,
yeah.
but if there was no traffic, you'll do 15 20 minutes.
Yeah, and we did that already. Remember when we went back to
Yeah,
visit
because
and
of this whole COVID, there was like COVID. There was no one on the road,
yeah,
so
so we got there right
yeah,
away. So that was not a problem. But I mean, I don't know, Sacramento has it's a
it's grown
place
on you, huh?
possibly where like I might stay, but then again, it's like I think about it and then I'm like my family, you know, so it's has its pros and cons.
Yeah, the only way I feel like I would stay here is if like I love the house that we get. Like
Mhm.
I have to love it. It has to be like in a cool area, because there's a lot of areas here that the house will be like really beautiful,
Mhm.
but like right outside that neighborhood, it's not. And I'm
Yeah.
like, there's nothing wrong with that, but like I don't know, if it doesn't feel real, you know, like, oh, your little areas here is nice, but then over here is like nasty. So I don't know. I wouldn't like that. I would have to love the house, the like the community around it, and I forgot what I was gonna say. The second thing, but I would have to love the house and just I don't know, because I feel like it's not a bad place to live.
Mhm.
And if like it comes to it, we could go to LA. We drive. It's a 5 hour drive. Like it sounds like a lot. It is. It's like just sitting in your car for that long. But I don't know. Maybe I've done it so many times, even on my own,
Yeah.
that I just got used to it. It doesn't feel very long for me. It's just like 5 hours, you know. But
Yeah,
I
we're
think
not
that's the
far.
only way. Um, I would stay here. It's like I have to love the fucking house like a lot. Like it has to be like perfect. And I would be
Mhm.
like, well, fuck it. Anybody who wants to come over here, they can come. They're
Yeah.
not. It's not too far. You know, they fly here. It's an hour. We go there. Obviously, we fly all the time, but sometimes we drive. But I like it here. It's okay. But like I said, it would have to be like the perfect spot. Like, okay, I love this place. And we're not gonna get it near this price in LA,
Oh yeah,
you
no.
know?
LA, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Even just the area where we live, well, where my parents live, like it might not be the nicest area, but the homes are like expensive for what they are.
Hmm.
I'm just like, for what is worth over there, here I can get what I want, you
Hell yeah.
know? So, I mean, I guess it just
Yeah, I
depends.
think the what you like the price that your parents got that house for,
Mm-hmm.
we could get like a beautiful like
Oh, yeah.
probably like what I would like I said, like something that I would love and like fuck like we're staying here, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would like for that price, I think we would
Yeah.
stay here easily.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
Yeah. But
it's cool.
anyways,
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. It's
yeah.
cool.
So you would actually buy you would buy a house with me and move in with me?
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
said
You would?
if it's like beautiful, because obviously we've driven around here a lot, and there's like beautiful places, like beautiful, dude. Like the community is nice, and I like how they have like the like little community names
Yeah,
for every
outside
little
before
thing,
going
like
in, right?
so whatever ranch,
Yeah.
like it's cool and it feels private. It feels like nobody's really driving in there unless they live in there. Um, I would do it, but like I
Yeah.
said, I would have to love it. But in LA, I feel like I would go back even though I didn't find the spot that I like super in love with, just because like I'm back in LA,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
where you were born, raised, and obviously, like I said, we have our family there, so
Yeah.
that plays a
And to be
huge role.
specific, it's Boyle Heights that we're talking about. That's where we're from.
Yeah, Boyle Heights.
Yeah.
That's
Because
so funny.
LA, it's everyone always tells me, "Oh, you're from East LA." Like, nah,
No. I know,
it's
I
close. It's
yeah.
pretty much the same thing, but
When
it's
we
not.
first moved here, I used to get that a lot. Like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I used to be like, "Oh, Boyle Heights." "Oh, where's that at?" "Oh, like it's like in between downtown LA and East LA, you can say." And they were just like, "So you're from East LA?" I'm like, "I just said I'm not from East LA. I'm from Boyle Heights." And they're
Hmm.
just like, "Oh, okay." I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. A lot of people don't know what it is.
"Mm,
At least up here, that
yeah.
like, oh, Boyle Heights, like they don't even know where that is.
Yeah. But what were your expectations moving in with me? Because we've been together for 14 years now.
In
So
December, 14
in
years.
December, it's going to be 14 years. So the only reason why I'm asking
She
what it.
forgot the anniversary last year.
No, I
Yeah, you
didn't.
did.
No, I didn't. I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No,
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
But anyways,
Your excuse was, I didn't think we were gonna do anything.
I didn't think we were going to
That
give each
doesn't
other
matter.
anything
Yeah, I know, but you didn't mention it. That's how I know you forgot.
because I didn't.
You don't have to get me something. You could have
It's
just said
okay.
like, "Oh, we're not getting anything, but happy anniversary."
Okay.
It's all
Stop.
good. It's all good.
Okay. Cool then. Alrighty. So the only reason why I want to know what your expectations were like living with me, just because, like I said, we've been together for 14 years now. Well, it's gonna be 14 years in December. So, and I know you obviously have knew me 10 years before that,
We pretty
before
much
moving
grew
in.
up because I mean, I met you. I was 16,
Yeah, that
and
could be a whole
you were
different story.
15. Yeah, yeah, that could be. But we grew up together pretty much.
Yeah.
Like we were teenagers. I was in your quinceañera. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we grew up like our high school. We were together,
Yeah.
and then went to community college together, and then moved here. Obviously, I'm like fast forwarding, but like we pretty much grew up as like teenage to adult.
Yeah.
Like that's all that matters. So I pretty much I know everything, and I was always in your house, like
So you never really
always.
had an expectation towards me
I'm
moving
just happy
in.
you're not crazy like your mom, like always cleaning.
I mean, I don't clean as
No,
much as
she's
she
not crazy.
does. She is
I
not.
love her,
I
but
know. I think she's just crazy.
she's
She's
just
crazy about
obsessed with
cleaning.
cleaning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she. Oh my god, her cleaning.
5 times a day.
Yeah,
Like
it's extreme.
if she cleans the restroom, you can't use it for like
So she's
a long
done.
time. No, when she finishes, she
Oh,
says,
and
"No, I
even
just
then.
cleaned it. You can't use it." Like what the hell? Then you
It's
shouldn't
so
have cleaned
funny.
it.
I know she is like that. Well, she's very particular when it comes to cleaning.
It's all good.
But yeah, like the only reason why I'm saying this is because I thought maybe you had some expectations, like moving in. Like maybe you thought like, oh, I don't know, like I expect you to pick up, like
Nah,
clean and
never,
stuff. No,
never.
I'm glad.
I even showed you how to like fold your shirts to like
Yeah, because I just
make the
like
most of the space in
that's
your
it.
drawer, and I don't know. Everything's super important to me when it comes to that.
You know,
Like the like being organized. So
yeah,
I don't know if you were worried at all, but you shouldn't have, and obviously you know now
yeah.
that like I'm not the cleanest person in the world. Like I don't always pick up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I like being clean. I hate having a dirty floor, having a dirt. And we used to have like the rug in here.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate like I would always lay down on it, watch TV, like whatever. I was on my laptop.
Yeah.
I hated it. Like I couldn't just even imagining like oh, it's dirty. Like I need to clean it, and I
Yeah.
would. But everything, I think that everything should be 50-50. I never thought like oh she's gonna have to clean because she's the girl, so I'll do this and she'll do that. Like I think everything we can both do it.
Yeah, and that is something that I did notice when we moved in. Like, you didn't have any expectations with me regarding that situation of like having to pick up or, hey, I'm hungry. Can you cook
Yeah.
me something? Or just things like that, The whole culture that I had at home was different. So I kind of felt like maybe I didn't expect it from you, but I thought maybe once we move in, he's probably gonna little by little ask for it. But till now, like you haven't, so I'm so happy for that just
Hmm.
because I hate cleaning sometimes.
Nah,
But
I
obviously, I
know.
do like to keep the apartment clean,
Yeah, you clean because obviously you have to keep a clean place.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's important to me, and obviously to you. I obviously see it,
Yeah.
but I'm never gonna be like, "Wow, you clean. You're the
Hmm.
girl." Like
Yeah. And sometimes I think like I'm so glad that I was able to move in with you specifically, like as a partner and stuff, just because I know that, and I've heard situations where like friends move in together and sometimes it doesn't
hmm
turn out that nice, because at least with you, I feel comfortable enough to be like, damn, dude, can you wash your dish or something?
hmm
Um,
and I still say no.
yes, I know. It's so annoying
I do
sometimes,
clean
but
it, but I just don't like when you tell me so.
no.
I'll clean it later
Yeah, I know you do that on purpose. I didn't know that in the beginning, so it
because
would piss me off so much.
I'm
But
gonna clean it, but don't tell me to do it.
I know, but I mean,
That's
but
probably not a good thing, but
yes, it's
that's just I
not.
just hate when you tell me stuff
I
like
know
that.
you. I know. What do you
I
think?
don't hate it, but
Okay. Anyways, but yes, I've known situations where like friends move in together, and I guess it becomes a constant thing of like even just as simple as cooking and leaving their plates there. And I've had friends who are like, dude, like this chick or this guy is always leaving his stuff there and he's never picking it up. And and even when having a conversation with them and telling them like, well, communicate with them, dude, I've already told them so many times. So I feel like it just becomes sometimes a thing of conflict. So I feel like if you are planning on moving out, like make sure that you are extremely close to that with that person and have good communication with them in order to feel free to let them know like, hey, dude, like I told you this already 5 times, you haven't done it, like what the hell, clean it
yeah.
up.
And I think it's important to not let it build up
Yeah, it's
because
not.
I've seen that even in like my home
Yeah.
where somebody's complaining to me or to someone else all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but they've never communicated it to that person they're having the issue with. And it's as simple as just saying it once. Just saying it to them, not upset, because if you wait and it's bottled up, it's gonna come out a different way.
Yeah,
Even though
definitely.
you might not mean it that way, it's like the first that person's gonna be like, "This is the first time you tell me," but you've been thinking about it over and over. Like this fucking dude, like they still don't do it, and like just tell them. Especially if you're gonna move in with someone, you should have that relationship, whether it's a friend or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You should have that relationship where you're gonna be able to be okay to say something, because if saying something like that is gonna ruin it,
Yeah.
then I don't know if that
There's
relationship was even strong at all, friendship or relationship as boyfriend girlfriend or whatever, but it probably wasn't even strong at all anyway. Because if a friend tells me like, "Hey, will you fucking clean your dishes or you throw out the trash? Why I've been throwing it out this whole time?" That then I'm at least the type of person I am. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna throw it out too," because I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I threw it out," so then he's gonna, just
yeah.
you have to sometimes do things without having to be told. Sometimes.
Yeah, and that's sometimes, like, for example, I expect that from you, like to do things without having to be told.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that always helps. And I do agree with having to always communicate and not build it up, because obviously if you're building it up, it's you're
Once
gonna
it comes
explode.
out, yeah.
You're gonna explode and you're not gonna take it, and you're not even gonna be able to find a way to see how you can tell that person something, because you're not gonna
Yeah,
think
you're
it
already
at the same
angry.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're already mad and you just want to say what it is and
Yeah,
that's it. So yes, definitely don't build up that communication and definitely let them know right away. I
for
would agree
sure.
with that. Yeah. How about financially? What was your expectations like
For you to pay everything?
financially? Haha.
Nah. Um,
Sarcastic laugh.
I don't know. I never had an expectation of you. I never expected, even for me, and it might
Hmm.
sound like bad or something, but I never expected for you to think maybe like, oh, he should pay everything,
Yeah.
or he should pay more, or I like we'll split like maybe the rent, but everything else, like when we go out to eat, like he should pay this and that. As much
Oh yeah,
as
I
as much
never had
as
that expectation.
as much as I'm happy that it comes from you, that you think that way anyway. Um, I just believe that that's how it should be. Like, how is it fair and how is it a good relationship if the woman really just thinks like you pay for everything, but you guys want to be like equal with
You always
everything?
say
You
that.
get what I mean though?
Yeah.
Like I should be paying because you want to be with me. Like even if jokingly you use like sex as a
Mhm.
thing, like, oh wow, I'm not gonna fucking do anything because you're not doing this. Like how is that? I don't get that. Like a guy can't really do that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it because you're gonna be like, I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's just I'm glad that it came from you, but I also do think that like I shouldn't have to pay for everything just because I'm a guy.
Yeah, and honestly, like, moving in or even in a relationship, I never really expected you to pay for everything. Like, even if we went out to dinner and stuff, like, even just as, like, if I invited you, like, I'm gonna pay because I'm the one telling you, like, hey, let's go eat BJ's or let's go
Yeah.
eat here or there. So if I'm inviting, I am gonna pay. If I already have the mentality, at least that's what I'm trying to say, that I'm gonna pay. If you put in your debit card in there or whatever, then I mean, I
I
wouldn't
mean, which
mind.
happens,
Yeah, and it
but
does. But like what I'm trying to say is I didn't
yeah,
move in with you expecting for you to be the man of the house, like they
like
call
the
it.
provider, like, oh, you
Yeah.
pay everything.
Yeah, like I already came with the expectation of like, okay, well, I know Brent is gonna go half on half, and then whatever else comes, it's just gonna come natural. It's just gonna
Yeah.
be like, can you pay or I pay or I need help with this or you need help with it.
Yeah, I think
So
it's important for, even if you're not in a relationship, and man or woman, you shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't have those expectations of anyone, just
mhm.
because how good must like would it feel to just be like, I don't need your help with anything, but it's cool that we do help each other.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But that you don't need the help, and that feels good. So like for you, for instance, like if I didn't live here, you could pay everything on your own. But obviously, we're gonna split everything because
Because we
we
live
live together,
together.
But
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to be like you pay everything, like me mantienes and shit like that. Like
Oh yeah.
how like shouldn't you feel proud and feel good that you could do everything on your own? But there's help, because not just from anyone, from your boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, another one. be financially ready to move out, you
Yeah.
know? Because, like I said, for us, it's like this. There was no expectations regarding that. But
And we never
me,
even talked about it. It was just,
yeah.
that's just the way it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, if someone is planning on moving out, I think they should be able to see that they're financially ready. Like right now, my sister, for example, she talks to me about wanting to move out, and I'm constantly asking her, "But do you think
How
you
long
are
can you pay the rent for?
yeah, like do you think you're gonna be financially ready? Because if you're not, then give yourself some time to maybe save up more
Yeah.
or know for sure that if you move out, you're not gonna be there for just a month or two. Like you're gonna be able to stay there for a long term, you know?"
Even if you could stay there for like let's say like there's a lease agreement of a year.
Yeah.
Even if you can stay, you have to think about everything else. You have a phone. Everybody has a phone nowadays. That's easily like $100 probably.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously, depending if you paid it off or whatever the case. Let's just say $100 for your phone. You're obviously gonna go out to eat with friends every now and then, hang out, go out, um, and then just have groceries at home. Those are the expenses
Yeah.
that you probably just see on a daily. Not the phone daily, but you obviously have it every day. And but other things that come up, whether like you have internet at home, you have
Mhm.
Wi-Fi, you have like nowadays I don't even know anyone that has just the regular local channels. Everybody has like Sling or
Yeah, like
whatever,
their
DirecTV or
TNTs and
freaking YouTube TV or all this shit. Like
yeah.
you can't watch any of that without Wi-Fi. Like you have to have some type of internet connection. All those little things that get like automatically taken from your card, like charged, all those things add up. And just thinking like I could afford that apartment. Like, could you afford your lifestyle too?
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that I also talked to her about because I mean, when you live with your parents, you don't take in consideration those small bills, like you said, the phone, food, making sure you have food for the whole week or for that day. Um just small bills, you don't realize you have them until you move out and you're like, it's not just rent. It's water. If you want to have an AC on, light, or just light in general,
Hmm.
electricity.
The
Um
gas bill.
if gas, like you have to think about all of that and be able to tell yourself like like I said, I'm going to be able to do it for a couple of months, and not just
Yeah.
move out and then
Transportation is big too. It's important.
and that's she doesn't have a car, so
She don't have a
obviously
car.
she's going to be
Uber
paying
everywhere. Like,
Ubers.
dude, it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, so I mean, you can do
On
it.
a daily though, to get a Uber to work back home, you're gonna go somewhere Uber. I don't have a car.
Yeah.
It gets expensive.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can move out, but just know you're gonna have to
Get a bike,
you're gonna cut a lot of
little
your
moped.
lifestyle,
Kim on a moped.
Oh, she looks so cute.
Probably.
She
I
would.
think I feel like it would go. Like it would suit her.
It would, and then with her
Yeah.
glasses and
Yeah.
everything, her hair. Oh, I could imagine. I'm gonna get her one for Christmas now.
No, you're not.
I know I'm not. But yeah, be financially ready when you move out, whether it's with a friend or with your significant other, because it is gonna be expensive.
Yeah. It could
So,
be. It could be.
yeah.
And get a king size bed because she might throw elbows in her
That's
sleep.
not
And
true.
no, I'm saying in general.
Oh, okay.
Not you. Not
Because
you.
you're the one always giving me the elbows.
Really?
Yes,
I
you
okay.
told me that sometimes you even wake up when you hit me and
Once
I don't even notice it.
it happened once. Like I was literally in between like waking up and like still asleep, and I literally like I felt it like I hit you on your like on the top of your head though, not like in your face
Por
or
eso
nothing.
tenía un chipote the next day y ni
Nah,
cuenta me
sorry.
di. I was like, ¿dónde llegó este? ¿Dónde me pegué?
Nah, yeah, but damn, that's all we need. I need to get that king size. That king size? That sounds weird.
The
It is
king
king
size.
size.
Yeah, it is king. But
But
yes, so one is make sure when you move out, you're constantly communicating or
yeah,
you're move in with someone who you can communicate with in a very good term. And
obviously you should know that person anyway. Like I could use like an example of like maybe you go on a first date with someone.
mhm,
Everything for some reason for a lot of people has to be like super taboo, right? Like, oh, I can't ask that. It's a first date. you're gonna waste your time to come out with this person maybe a few more times, let's say 5 more times, and on the fifth day you're gonna ask personal questions and find out that you don't like that person. So just maybe talk to that person. Maybe you have a friend that you're thinking about, hey, we should move in together. Guy, girl, girl, guy, whatever.
Yeah.
You guys should like talk to each other about everything. Like, hey, fool, I like doing this.
Are you gonna
Like
be able to put up with
like,
it? Yeah.
or even if you're the one making the asking the questions, like, hey, fool, what, like, we're thinking about moving in. Like, what would you do in this? Like, oh, how do you deal with this? What do you like?
Yeah.
Everything's important, dude. Like
Yeah.
everything, because for me, I know I couldn't live with like a guy friend if they were like kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
If it came to the like the bathroom, the kitchen, like just picking up and stuff, like especially like we share the living room, and like I come in every time and there's shit all over the like the couch or the chairs that we use or whatever. Like that would bother me,
Yeah.
Not to be like a bitch or anything, but that just bothers me. That's just how I am. I like everything kind of clean, and I feel like that's why we work out so perfectly fine. Maybe it doesn't suit everyone, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that's just
So
it's important.
yeah, it is important. So, and I never thought about that,
Cause dude,
communicating in
trust,
that way, like before.
any little thing will bother you. Like once you move in with someone,
Oh yeah.
you're gonna notice things, and it's just like little things are gonna bother you like a
Yep.
lot. Like, dude, I didn't know this person did that all the time, or I can't really think of a lot of like stuff with you that
Hmm.
like that annoy me or like fuck like this shit. I can't stand it. But but I'm just saying in general, I'm pretty sure it fucking happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does. So, I mean, yeah, just making sure then you communicate, being financially ready. What would you think? What do you think would be another thing we would have to look for? What we had to go through or never talked about, maybe? I can't really think of
Um,
anything else besides just making sure you communicate with that person and being
it's
financially
weird,
ready.
but honestly, communication is probably like the most important thing. Like
Yeah.
you have to tell each other. Maybe you don't have to tell each other every freaking thing. If it has to be kept in, like keep it.
Hmm.
But freaking just anything that's gonna help out your living situation, the way you feel living there, because it's not fair to just like accommodate something like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Like you should think of yourself first sometimes
Yeah.
and be like, dude, it's not fair. Like because this is making me uncomfortable and unhappy in the way I'm living on a daily. I'm sometimes my attitude is the wrong way towards you, and you're causing it, but you don't even know you're causing it.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, I would say another one. I think another one would be making sure you are mentally ready.
Yeah,
Because
especially moving like a good distance away, because I know
yeah,
you had a hard time with that.
yeah,
I
like
didn't, but
yeah, oh yeah, it was hard for me. I remember when we first moved, my mom calling me the next day, and I remember was hanging my clothes and everything. And when she called me, I tried so hard not to cry, but just my mom, she's like, is chequea, like los chequea bien mucho, and
yeah,
chequea is like she like
my
babies
little
you,
girl.
like, so she's like mi niña, mi bebé, like she calls me like every name in the list, like mi little girl,
Hmm.
Oh my god, when she said that, I remember I tried so hard to hold it back, and I just couldn't. Like I just started tearing up because I'm like, dude, like there's a difference between being there in the same place with your family and then just leaving to a different place where
Hmm.
you're not gonna wake up and come out your room and be like, "Oh, my mom," or "Oh, my dad." So I feel like that was hard. That was hard on me. I can say that I did feel a little homesick for a bit.
Hmm.
Um so I mean, just be mentally prepared as well. Just especially like if you're gonna not move, like be their neighbors or anything. If you're
Yeah,
gonna be moving
that
like
would have been cool as fuck, huh?
I know I would. But I mean, if you're planning on moving even just an hour away, I'm pretty, oh, well, I don't know, but at least I wouldn't want to drive that hour every day just to be there for what, like
Every
2, 3
week, and
hours.
you could do it on the weekend every now and then.
Yeah, but I'm pretty
Especially if they're
sure.
making, if Doña Mago is making aguachile, shit, I'm going.
Yeah. Dude, oh my god.
That sounds
I'm so
bomb,
excited. I want to go back now and just tell my mom to make me aguachile. That's so good. There's a difference between you making it and her, like
yeah.
someone else making
That's the
it.
excuse.
You know?
You could, you'll come up with excuses too. Like
Mm.
I always like if she's making sandwiches, she like, well, make yourself one. I'll be like, it doesn't taste good.
It
And
doesn't
it
taste the
doesn't taste as
same.
good as yours. It doesn't taste as good as yours. And then she believes it and she makes it.
I do believe it, but and it's funny because right now you're telling me this, and when you tell me again that same thing, I'll probably still do it for you and be like, yeah, huh." Because it is true. When someone
I
else,
think it is true
yeah,
a little
actually,
bit,
I
you
think it
know.
is. Si
Yeah.
alguien más te lo hace, como que like you like, I don't know,
Dude,
it tastes good.
my tia Paya, she would make so much fun of us like all the time, like oh, tu mamá nomás es buena para los sándwiches, para las tortas, pero que te hagan pozole o algo, like, and I would think like she doesn't make that.
I
She's always
know.
just like
¿Quieres un
frijoles, you know, like simple stuff, and
sandwich?
then like quieren una torta, like hell yeah, my mom makes some bomb ass
They were
tortas.
so good though. Oh my god. I
Yeah, they
remember they
were.
were so
Nah,
good.
but she was always on the go. Like she always had like 2 jobs and shit. So I never, like, Paya was just joking too, but
Yeah.
it was funny. Like, tu mamá nomás es buena para hacer las tortas. That shit was funny
Yeah.
as fuck.
Oh my god, dude. Andy's aunt, Baya, she's freaking hilarious. She
It would
could
be
make.
so fucking funny to have her.
We should have her.
Yeah, and then I mean, she loves going to SF. So if she were to come up one day and we just
Yeah.
tell her to stay one night,
We're
like
probably
to
gonna
come
have to
stay
like
over.
censor every single.
Nah, Charlie, this is YouTube. You could
I
fucking
know.
put it
She
down.
is so hilarious. I love her, man. Like
She's
she can
funny.
make the worst moment feel the happiest for some reason.
No,
like on her jokes
any
and stuff.
situation is
Yeah.
just fucking funny with
She
her.
is hilarious.
Anything
Mm.
is funny with her.
Yeah.
Like, there's
It's
not a dull
funny.
moment. Like if you're hanging out with her, if you're near her, like just grab some popcorn, get a beer, whatever you like, sit down because she's one, not gonna let you talk, and two, you probably don't want to talk because she's fucking funny.
Yeah. She's hilarious. We should have her here. We are gonna have her, hopefully.
Paya.
Hopefully, yeah.
Her name's not even Paya, that's what we call her,
I
but
know.
she's fucking funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, being also mentally prepared, I think would be a huge one just because I know I went through it and
Yeah.
it could be hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Anything else you might think of besides being those three?
I can't think of anything. I mean, for the most part, there's a bunch of stuff that's always gonna come up if someone moves out.
Yeah.
But and everybody's situation is gonna be different. Like
Yeah,
some
definitely.
people could have that financial support from family, from parents, you
Mhm.
know. But everybody's gonna be different. But it is important, especially if you're not gonna move out on your own, to just have that communication. That's probably the key right there. Major
Yeah.
key.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the advice we can give you. I mean, if you guys have anything else that you guys might think can help, I mean, put it down in the comments.
Yep.
Something that we might read and be like, oh crap, you're right. I did have a tough time with that.
Yeah. I'm
So,
pretty sure there's stuff we missed, but
yeah.
I mean, we've been here going on 3 or 4 years. Like
It's
I
like
always say, ever since we moved here. Not ever since we moved here, but I feel like I always say, "Oh, I have 3 years here. I have 3 years here." I always say
we are
that.
gonna have 3 years.
Oh, you know what?
We
The
actually
other day at work.
we did 3 years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we
Last month or 2 months ago.
on August
August?
19.
Yeah, August 19.
Yeah.
Because today's the 16th. Tomorrow I have 2 years at my job.
Yeah. And you had a year at Home Depot.
At Home Depot.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I saw it. I just found out because we were leaving already, and Tim,
Mhm.
he was just like, "Hey, your name's on the thing. It's your anniversary. What
Oh,
the
you
hell?"
guys celebrate that anniversary?
So it'll say like happy anniversary, and it'll say everybody's
Yeah,
name.
that's so cool.
Yeah, and then my name was on there. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I looked it up,
Yeah.
and it said like hire date, September 17th, so tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We should go
Yeah.
celebrate
Oh,
tonight for tomorrow.
we're off tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. We should celebrate tonight for tomorrow.
That's true.
Because then tomorrow we can celebrate because then you work. So,
Now we could celebrate tonight at midnight.
okay. Well, how about we can celebrate tonight before midnight? By the time midnight comes, and we just like, kind of
Yeah.
like New Year's.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So I think that's gonna be the conversation for today. I'm hoping to. Well, we're hoping. on hopefully having a video like every Sunday. So I mean,
At least to start off, we're trying to get the hang of everything, but
yeah.
it's I never thought it was gonna be easy. We're just talking about this before this too. Like I never thought it was gonna be easy, but I just thought it was interesting. I think it's a really cool thing. Obviously, dude, I listen to conversations. I listen to podcasts all the time. Like every
Yeah.
day, I listen to a podcast on the drive to work. When I'm at work, I
When
have
we
like one
travel
of
to
my
LA or 6 hour
yeah,
drive.
yeah. Like I always have one of my AirPods in, and like I'm listening to it. Just double tap it to pause it when
Yeah.
I talk to customers. But usually, I'm always listening to something.
Yeah.
Whether it's Joe
Well,
Rogan or freaking La Platica and like
yeah.
whatever, like they're funny. Like I don't know. It I never, like I said, I never thought like, oh, I'm gonna do one too. It's easy, but I've always kind of wanted to, but I never said anything. And finally,
And
what,
I've
like
never seen
probably
you
like
this
two,
excited about something too.
yeah, like probably like what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago, we finally started like we started with like talk about it, and then little by little we bought like this and
Things.
that,
Yeah.
and finally did it.
Yeah.
I've always had like the camera, and like I always had the idea like I want to do something, but this just happened out of nowhere. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully we can get a video up like every Sunday, if not hopefully before. But I mean,
Yeah.
good conversations. And if you guys have anything that you guys think we should talk about, just let us know and we'll hopefully get a video out there regarding that
Yeah.
and give whoever put down in the comment to do this video a shout out maybe. Alrighty.
Fair.
Alrighty. Well then. Bye guys.
Peace out.